A Prairie Home Companion is a variety show that public radio listeners either love or hate. I think most people love it. It's been on the air since 1974, hosted by the same man for almost the entire time. The show's very creative creator, Garrison Keillor. Garrison Keillor actually left the program last year, but Minnesota Public Radio has kept him around to produce another show that's carried on public radio stations across the country that's called The Writer's Almanac. Today, though, Minnesota Public Radio severed all ties with Garrison Keillor and his production company after a person who worked with him accused him of inappropriate behavior. Minnesota Public Radio has retained an outside law firm to investigate the allegations against Garrison Keillor. In the meantime, Mr. Keillor has put out a lengthy statement in which he says, in part, quote, "I have been fired over a story that I think is more interesting and more complicated than the version NPR heard. Most stories are." So that happened today. Also, this happened. CNN announced that it had fired a senior producer over claims of inappropriate behavior. Quote, "A comprehensive investigation was conducted as soon as this matter was brought to our attention. The behavior attributed to the senior producer does not align with the standards and values of CNN, and he is no longer with the company." Like I said, it's been a heck of a day. But before any of those stories unfolded today, the biggest news yet in sexual harassment in the news media broke first thing on NBC's The Today Show.
From NBC News, this is Today, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Today. And Hoda's here with me this morning because this is a sad morning here at Today and at NBC News. Just moments ago, NBC News Chairman Andy Lack sent the following note to our organization. "Dear colleagues, on Monday night, we received a detailed complaint from a colleague about inappropriate sexual behavior in the workplace by Matt Lauer. It represented, after serious review, a clear violation of our company's standards. As a result, we have decided to terminate his employment. While it is the first complaint about his behavior in the over 20 years he has been at NBC News, we were also presented with reason to believe this may not have been an isolated incident."
NBC News terminated Matt Lauer overnight after a complaint was filed with NBC News Human Resources alleging inappropriate sexual behavior in the workplace. Now, we don't know much about that specific allegation other than the fact that the alleged behavior began during the Olympics coverage in Sochi in 2014, and it reportedly continued after that. Now, NBC News tells us tonight that they found that allegation that they were confronted with on Monday night. They say they found that credible. They say they confronted Matt Lauer with the allegation, and he did not deny it, and that is what led to the process of him being fired. NBC also tells us that Matt Lauer was fired for cause, which implies that he will not be paid out for the rest of his contract, but NBC News is not confirming that implication explicitly one way or the other. NBC News is obviously our parent company here, so we're reporting on this story that's taking place in our own proverbial house. As best as we've been able to report this out today, as far as I personally can tell today, I think these are the open questions that are important as of tonight. The open questions that, I should say, we expect we should get answers to at some point. The first one, obviously, is will there be more people who come forward with accusations about Matt Lauer? Already over the course of today, that has started to happen. After the